round you. We could tear this place apart. We could tear you apart. And we want you to know it. We want you to feel the geometry of your own helplessness. I sat up, my body rigid, every muscle wire-tight. I fumbled in my pack, my numb fingers closing around a candle. It was a gift from an old girlfriend, a votive to St. Jude, the saint of lost causes and hopeless situations. The patron saint of guys like me who have painted themselves into a cosmic corner. I lit it with a trembling hand. The small, warm, stupidly brave flame pushed back against the crushing blackness by maybe an inch. It was like spitting into a hurricane, but it was all I had. I prayed, not to any Christian god in particular, but to the mountain, to the trees, to the things outside. I tried to make my mind a fortress, a white, glowing sphere of pure will, but it was a sandcastle against the tide of that ancient, listening darkness. I drifted in and out of a feverish consciousness, the thump, 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 a constant dread-filled metronome measuring out the last hours of my sanity. The smell of pine and wet earth was now overpowered by a new scent, one I can only describe as hot stone and old meat. At first light, they were gone. The silence they left behind was somehow louder and more threatening than they had been. It was the silence of a held breath. I unzipped the tent, my body screaming with tension, and looked out. There, directly in front of the tent flap, was a log. Not a branch, a massive, ancient section of pine trunk, 4 feet long and thick as a whiskey barrel, the bark gnarled and bearded with lichen. It hadn't been there yesterday. It was too big for me to roll, let alone lift. It was placed, not dropped. Placed with an impossible geometric precision right in the center of the space before my door. And I knew, with a certainty that bypassed all thought and spoke directly to the reptile brain at the base of my skull, what it was. It was an altar, and they wanted an offering.
To catch the next chapter and full story, be sure to follow and/or subscribe. And for even more viral content, cash opportunities, and endless giveaways, visit us at goodbadsuperugly.com.